Hello and welcome. I'm Patty Tingle, Executive Director of MAC, and you're joining a MAC Moment. Today in our program, we're going to be talking with Stacy Pixley. Stacy is here to speak about a new program at MAC called Pearls. And this is not the necklace. This is more about those feelings of being blue. After that, we're going to have Mark Welsh join us in the studio, and he's going to be talking about our new fundraiser coming up in a few days, the St. Paddy's Day Run Walk. We look forward to hearing all of this information coming up, and thank you for joining us here at PAC 14. Joining me today in the studio is Stacy. Stacy, welcome.
Good morning.
Stacy Pixley is on staff with MAC, and tell us what you do at MAC.
Well, I am a registered nurse, and I am the coordinator for the Pearls program.
Now, we talked about pearls not being a necklace and having something to do with the color blue.
Yes.
Tell us more.
Pearls stands for Program to Encourage Active and Rewarding Lives, and it is a program that helps people with their self-care and helps them manage feelings that they may be having that are unpleasant.
So if I'm a person who, let's say typically in the wintertime, tends to isolate because it's cold outside and I live alone, sometimes I do feel a little blue. Is this what you're talking about?
Yeah, basically we help with unpleasant feelings that a person may be having. As a person ages, there are some things that can occur in life, maybe retire, maybe start to have some physical inabilities that weren't there previously, maybe start to experience losses of loved ones, your kids move away with the grandkids, and all these things can lead to feelings of sadness, feeling down, feeling blue, and that is what we are here for. We are to help you manage those feelings.
MAC is a center that encompasses a lot of different programs. When we're talking about the Pearls program, it's not always just at the MAC Center.
No, the wonderful thing about the Pearls program is that we can offer these services in a person's home. We can offer them at a senior center if they go to a senior center. Really, we can offer them these services any place that they feel comfortable in the community, as long as there's some privacy for us to talk and as long as that person feels comfortable.
Okay, so let's see if we can break this down a little bit farther, because when I'm thinking about, I have an occasional day where I'm feeling a little blue, but then if I'm having more than an occasional day, when should I be calling MAC?
I would say that certainly everybody has days where they feel a little blue. You know, ups and downs are just a natural part of life. But if those feelings are persistent, if those feelings are interfering with your daily life, if you're losing that pleasure and interest in doing things on a regular basis, then it may be time to give us a call and see if our self-care management program can help you with those unpleasant, sad, lonely feelings. So the wonderful thing about Pearls is that it really looks at a person's activities and the things that they enjoy. We're not psychiatrists, we're not therapists. We are there to support you and to help you take a look at your life and things that you enjoy, things that you like to do socially, things that you like to do physically, and help you get you motivated and re-engaged in those activities, or maybe even find new things that you like and enjoy.
How does this happen? Not from a context of how do I get myself in this situation, but how do you help me re-engage?
Okay. Well, what we do is we meet where the person is comfortable for about 8 sessions. And we spread those sessions out. We meet initially once a week, then we go to twice a month, then we go to once a month. And in those sessions, we talk about what the person identifies as a barrier, or what they identify as a problem or a feeling or something that's going on that's contributing to those unpleasant feelings. Okay. And then we look at that kind of can be very large and seem like I think of a pizza. And we're going to cut that pizza into slices, and then we're going to cut that pizza into bites. And each week when we talk, we're going to look at this thing that a person identifies as a problem or a barrier or a disadvantage or a contributing factor to their sadness or feelings of loneliness or isolation, and help them create a goal, something that they would like to change, and then help them facilitate solutions. And it's very positive, and that's what we focus on every week, is something positive and empowering that person to look at, what can I do to feel better? What can I do to make changes?
So if I'm interested in this program, what's my first step?
Your first step would be to contact MAC. You can contact me. I'm the coordinator of the program, and I do the screenings. And of course, I'm Stacy Pixley. My extension at MAC is 147. So you just call the main number, 410-742-0505. Dial in extension 147, or of course you can ask the operator to transfer you to me, and we will sit and talk and get a little information and see if Pearls is a program that would be appropriate for you and that could help you.
Stacy, the Pearls program relates to feelings. How is that so?
Well, how it relates to feelings is, the concept behind Pearls is that the less that you do physically, socially, or things that you enjoy, pleasant activities, the worse you feel. And then it becomes sort of a cycle that can be very hard to break. It's the less you do, the worse you feel, then the worse you feel, the less you do. So what Pearls does is we want to help break that cycle.
If I have a loved one, somebody who doesn't live near MAC but may live in Princess Anne or Snow Hill, are they eligible for your program?
Yes, we're currently serving Worcester County, Wycomico County, and Somerset County. We are hoping to expand into Dorchester County as well as the program grows and blossoms. But most certainly, and if it's not just for people, maybe sometimes people may think, oh, this is just for my parent. But this can also be appropriate for caregivers as well. So certainly give us a call and we can talk to you and kind of evaluate the situation and go from there.
And if I have a question, I can call you, but can I email you?
Yes, most definitely. I love communicating by email.
And what is your email address?
My email address is SAP, those are just my initials, at macinc.org.
Okay. So if you're watching today, we're talking about the Pearls program, a new project that's being hosted at MAC Incorporated to address the issues of barriers that may be causing you not to enjoy life to the level or fullness that you once did in the past. We have Stacy Pixley in our studios, and Stacy, we want to thank you for being here today.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts about the program or what we might want to share with our viewing audience?
Well, I think it's just, sometimes it's hard for us to reach out to people when we have these feelings. And there's a lot of stigma that is sometimes attached with these feelings. So I think it's just very important that people understand that it's okay, and it's okay to ask for help. And MAC is a wonderful, nurturing place, and we have so many wonderful things going on at MAC. So many people that have come are like, oh, they have a gym, and you know, it's a great way to get re-involved and get back to enjoying life the way maybe you used to.
Stacy, thank you for joining us today. Any final thoughts how we might reach you?
Yes, and thank you for having me. It was a pleasure, and I look forward to hearing from people in our community. And you can reach me at MAC Incorporated. The main number is 410-742-0505, and my direct extension is 147. Or you can send me an email at sap@macinc.org. And I really, really look forward to hearing from some people in the community.
And Stacy, if I'm interested in participating in the program or speaking with you face-to-face, where do I find you?
You can find me at the MAC offices. You can certainly call me at 410-742-0505, extension 147. Send me an email at sap@macinc.org, or you can come to the MAC offices, which is at 909 Progress Circle. We're in Suite 100, and we can speak there face-to-face.
Great, thanks. Joining me now in the studio is Mark Welsh. Mark, welcome.
Oh, thank you. I'm here to talk about the St. Paddy's Day run. This is the 19th annual St. Paddy's Day Run Walk. It's a 5K run, 2-mile walk in the park, and it'll be held at the Elks Club there, where we've held it for the previous 18 years. And as we stated, this is our 19th year. We're really, the volunteer committee and myself, and I've been the race director, this is the 19th straight year also. We're really happy. I mean, this is really going on for a long time. We have a really, as you know, Patty, we have a really good group of volunteers, dedicated volunteers, and most of them have been with us the entire time.
Mark, this is such an exciting event for MAC, and we so appreciate all of the hard work that you and the many volunteers from the team have put into this project. When you bring it to life at the Elks Club, last year it was a phenomenal event. You had over 200 participants at the event?
We had over 200 runners, and we probably had another 50 or 60 walkers. So we were getting probably close to 270. Which would have probably put us at an all-time record. And great weather helps, obviously, and it was great weather that day. And when you have great weather, we've been doing this for a long time. People have been coming out, some of them all 18 years. It just makes for a great event. I would expect if we have good weather, we're going to have the same type of turnout. I mean, we're already, before we got the brochures out and information out, I was already looking at the numbers on the website. Which, by the way, if people want to register online, and to today's world, everybody seems to want to register online. It's www.macinc.org. You can go there and you can register online, or you can call MAC, and that's 410-742-0505, and get an application. You can do it the old-fashioned way and fill out an application and send in a check, or you can do it online. As ways to register. Or day of the race, you can come day of race. We'll be there at 2 o'clock. The race starts at 3, but you can arrive anytime after 2 o'clock, fill out an application, and submit it, and you'll get your race number, and you'll be able to run that day. It's a little bit more money, but at least I guess you'll know what the weather is. We prefer people to pre-register because it kind of gives us a good count as to what's going to, what we're going to have there.
If you're just tuning in, we're talking with Mark Welsh, and we're talking about an exciting event. It's a fundraiser for MAC Incorporated called the St. Paddy's Day Run Walk. Mark is the race director, and Mark, tell me a little bit, what can we expect in this year's course?
Well, it's pretty much the same course we've been running. It runs around the park. So if you follow the gravel areas around the park, it's 3.1 miles, the race. The walk is 2 miles. The exciting part is that the race ends through the zoo. So you come through the zoo, and right outside the zoo gates is the finish line, whether you're a runner or walker. So I think that people, if it's a great day especially, they get to go through the park, and as we all know, the park is beautiful. You're running basically around a small body of water, so we've held it there at the park and at the Elks Club all 19 years at this point.
And if I've been participating in this event in the past, but I can't walk or run the course per se, can I volunteer?
Oh yes, we never turn away volunteers. So if you would like to volunteer, come participate, please let us know. Call MAC, tell them that you want to volunteer. We'd love to have you. We can definitely use you somewhere, either on the course or at the Elks Club. There's so many things that we could, we knew as far as going from water. We need people to hand out water, to do the timing at the different mile markers, to just pointing. If you can point, you can be a volunteer.
And each year at this event, you have an honorary chair. Who's your honorary chair this year?
I'm pleased again. This is the second year in a row. Morgan Hazel has decided to be our honorary chair, and he was absolutely fantastic last year. Participated, comes to the meetings. He's there the day of the race and is very much involved. And we were very pleased that he decided to re-up again for his second year as the honorary chair.
And this is such a wonderful event. As you know, the proceeds from the event benefit MAC's programming as it relates to those who have been diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And those services include not only some of the respite visits, but our senior center activities and education for our caregivers who are caring for those who have Alzheimer's. Now, it's not just a race, a run, walk, but there's some after the event activities. Tell us about that.
Well, we kind of treat it as it is a St. Patty's Day theme.
Okay.
Now it is a little bit a week before. So this event is happening on the 10th of March.
Okay.
1 week exactly before St. Patty's. So it's kind of like a little primer, but we call it a celebration. So after the run or the walk, everybody meets, and it's like a big party at the Elks. And we have some green beer, and we have food, and with celebration we have auctions, and we have giveaway prizes, and we have our 50-50. And so, and then eventually we get to the race results, and then we give people their prizes, and it's about a 2-hour celebration after the run walk is over with. And so we treat it truly is a St. Patty's Day theme. That's why we do it in the afternoon. It's not a morning race. It's always been an afternoon race. It's always been at 3 o'clock. And it's just, we like to have fun with it. It's something that if you've done it once, you're probably likely to come back and do it again.
So a lot of advanced planning goes into this, and I understand that auction items are being collected, and we're asking for the community support to either sponsor the race, sponsor the event, or give a gift for that silent auction or that live auction. Speaking of live auction, we have a special auctioneer this year.
Yes, my understanding is that the mayor of Salisbury, Jake Day, is going to be the auctioneer. So we're excited to have him, and obviously we hold this in the city. It's in the city park. So I can't think of a better person to come and do the auction. My understanding he's going to have his kids there. So it's going to be a family event for him, and so we're excited to have him.
And speaking of family, this is a family fun event.
Yes, it is.
So all ages are invited to participate.
We actually the age groups start at age 10. So 10 to 15 is an age group. If you have kids that are into running or just want them to come out and exercise, 10 to 15, we start at 10 that you can come out and run. Obviously, we need adult supervision there, but we for years we've had families, husband and wives and children, all come out and participate in this. This is a family event.
Okay, so let's remind everybody the date, the time, location.
Okay, the date is going to be Saturday, March 10th. The race starts at 3 o'clock. Pre-registration starts at 2 o'clock. It's at the Elks Club in the city. The race itself is 3.1. It's a 3.1 mile 5K around the park. It's a 2-mile walk for those who want to walk. And the finish line for either the walk or the run is right outside of the zoo in Salisbury. So you got to go through the zoo, and once you hit the zoo, you know you're close to being finished.
Okay, great. So if you have any questions or want to learn more about the St. Patty's Day Run Walk, visit www.macinc.org, or if you'd like to call and speak to somebody personally, call MAC at 410-742-0505. Mark, any final thoughts?
No, but I want to see you at the race.
So your marching orders are in. We hope to see you at the race. Thank you so much for joining us today at A Moment with MAC. Pack 14 has been wonderful to MAC, and we so much appreciate your viewing time. Thank you again, and we'll see you at the St. Patty's Day race.